Welcome to the latest GTA Online weekly update changes. This isn't even just about any old vehicle discounts and bonuses. Rockstar actually themed this weekly event around bikers in terms of some businesses as well as some discounts, along with some Earth Day themes because we have several of the game's best electric cars for sale this week. Now, I did go into detail on all the discounts, bonuses, and more in my recent news video from Wednesday where we highlighted all of the weekly update details, so if you missed that, that video is there for you to watch. But this video is going to be strictly about showcasing the property and the vehicle discounts in particular, how each and every one of them performs, what it's like to be an owner of that property and business in question for this week. Later on, we'll have some tips on how to make money with it, and just overall what unique features these offers bring to the table, and maybe even how the vehicles can also be customized to stand out even more. And if you're a regular, thank you so much for supporting my weekly Buyer's Guide series. I love reviewing all these businesses and vehicle discounts that we get every single week, and so with that said, let's jump into things because we actually have a lot to go through today. So starting off, let's just begin with the property discount here. We do have 30% off all biker clubhouse properties, upgrades, and modifications. And along with that, we do have 30% off all biker businesses as well as the business upgrades. Now, tomorrow on the channel, I am going to have a dedicated money guide on how you can make money with the MC businesses as well as the MC clubhouse contracts and more this week in GTA. We have a lot of vehicle discounts to go through, so I don't want to spend too much time on the property discount here in this video, but I will say that owning MC businesses, either to sell to street dealers so you can use that product to sell to them, or just so you have the best product options for your nightclub, also makes purchasing them worthwhile this week, even if you absolutely never plan to do real MC business sell missions past this week when it's not double money anymore. But when it comes to the clubhouse, it's also worth buying for the access to the Life and Death Bikes clubhouse contract because that pays extremely well. Very easy and it doesn't take too much time at all to do, and it's also farmable and you can do it over and over as long as you keep switching sessions to give yourself that contract again. And then the other plus is the bike delivery that you get where it pays $50,000 just like the ammunition contract for the bunker or exporting mixed goods for your CEO office, etc. So that's why having a clubhouse is probably worth buying. It's not every 48 minutes, sometimes it can take over an hour, but it's still easy income generation for your character and account in this game. But like I said, way more detail coming tomorrow. I just kind of want to preface this video so you know, get prepared to spend your money tomorrow. Now, when it comes to these vehicle discounts, we do have 40% off the Obey Omnis EGT here. This is modeled after the 2020 Audi e-tron GT, and it excels in acceleration for an electric sports car. But despite its impressive acceleration here, the top speed does cap out at a very modest 111.5 miles an hour. The vehicle's substantial weight allows it to push through traffic with minor speed reductions here, but the heft also results in some poor braking and a bit of a tendency to oversteer at high speeds here, making handling somewhat unresponsive with this car. It is all-wheel drive, which is a plus, and the Omnis EGT can also be upgraded with a Monty Tech like the remote control unit or a missile lock-on jammer, and it can also withstand lots of damage with armor upgrades where it can survive up to 2 standard explosives or 6 explosive sniper rounds when fully armored. Additionally, it can be equipped with slick proximity mines, so that's a plus. After that, we do have 30% off the Panola Kus, which is a car in this game that honestly has superior handling, I find here. It features excellent acceleration, virtually perfect traction in my opinion, and a notable top speed of 115 miles an hour, but when you're driving it, it feels way faster. This vehicle is also compatible with that Amani Tech that we were talking about, so you get that remote control unit with this car, you get the missile lock-on jammer to block enemy homing missile capabilities. It unfortunately doesn't offer bulletproof windows, but it does also lack a unique radar signature as well, so that's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to kind of throw some players off, I think. And when fully armored, the La Kus can endure 2 standard explosives or once again 6 explosive sniper rounds. If you need speed and handling, go for the La Kus. If you need lots of explosive protection for an Amani Tech vehicle, go for the EGT. Now, moving on to the next one, we do have 30% off the Western Power Surge. For an electric bike, the Western Power Surge stands out as a highly competitive motorcycle in this game. It boasts remarkable top speeds of 127 miles an hour, and that's without the need for leaning forward or back or even performing wheelies. And so overall, you're going to get one of the fastest non-boost motorcycles available in the game. This bike also has a very hard suspension, so that's going to contribute to its exceptional steering responsiveness, so that's a big plus. And overall, the Power Surge also excels in races here, particularly on those more technical circuits due to that superior steering response and grip that this bike has, and it can even compete effectively against HSW modified rivals, for example, the HSW Hakuchou Drag. When it comes to the more technical time trials in the game that have lots of sharp twists and turns, this is my vehicle of choice. Now, we do have 30% off the Coil Cyclone 2, but unfortunately I am not on next gen, so I don't have gameplay of it on my account. It is a PS5 and Xbox Series X and S exclusive. I'm on PC, but nonetheless, this does appear to be a really good vehicle, maybe even too fast with the HSW upgrades for what it's worth, but that is still probably a top choice for HSW time trials if you can control it. And it's also an incredible looking car based off the Rimac Nevera, and it just looks super awesome. So if I was on next gen, I personally would be buying one of those as well. Moving on, we have 30% off the Obey iWagon in this game. This is a decently quick SUV class vehicle when it comes to its acceleration. However, it's going to fall incredibly short because its top speed is only 91.5 miles an hour, which is super slow. And so top speed wise, it's going to be the second slowest SUV in GTA Online, which honestly really sucks. Despite its speed limitations though, the iWagon does have exceptional handling and really strong braking capabilities, and that's going to allow for easy and quick maneuverability around corners. And the iWagon is also based on that 2018 Audi Q8 e-tron SUV, so even if it's just for pure appearance and cosmetic design here, you get a nice luxurious and quick looking Audi SUV, even if it isn't all that impressive of a vehicle in this game. After that, we have 40% off the Coil Raiden here. This is a removed vehicle that you need to buy from Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport this week because you can't get it off an in-game website. It is another electric sports sedan here. It's inspired by that pre-facelift 2012 to 2015 Tesla Model S, and honestly, it just has surprisingly great performance in this game. It has amazing takeoffs from a full stop. The acceleration is amazing as well, even if you're trying to reverse, which is just a neat little feature there. And it also features good handling, really good top speed, and an impressive and tight turning radius. However, the Raiden's big concern, I would say, is the durability of this car, because the body panels are super easily prone to detaching during rollovers or if you crash or something like that. And overall, it just fares very poorly in any type of collision or even against incoming gunfire. So keep that in mind as well. After that, we have 30% off the Nagasaki Chimera in this game. This is probably the most unique looking vehicle on today's list. The Chimera is a custom trike that offers really impressive speed and cornering capabilities, as well as wheelies, and it also provides increased stability and control on curbs compared to a normal bike. You also get that on bumpy roads or just any uneven terrain in comparison to what you'll find with a normal motorcycle. Now, despite being a little bit heavier and wider than most other bikes in the game, the design does contribute positively to its overall handling because you're going to be able to easily take corners. But I would say the major drawback of the trike design over a bike is the inability to adjust your pitch and roll mid-air. So you're often going to find yourself either taking a severe nosedive, or at the very least, you're going to struggle landing appropriately at it, like a good angle after a jump. You may nosedive or you may fall backwards, but nonetheless, especially for its price, this is a very fun vehicle to drive around, and I would recommend it this week. And then finally, we wrap up with 30% off the Western Zombie Chopper. This is also a surprisingly fast and nimble motorcycle because it looks and sounds just like a standard cruiser type bike, but it does have incredible torque to accelerate very fast and has very high top speed as well, but the performance is somewhat hindered by a limited number of gears compared to other bikes, so that kind of sucks. And while it does lack the maneuverability of other sportier bikes in the game, say for example the Power Surge that we were talking about earlier, the high steering bars also allow for better handling compared to other cruisers like for example the Nightblade or the Damon. And overall, it's just a very stable bike, so you can easily use your sidearms and fight off enemies while riding around on this bike. You're not going to miss too much because it's not really bouncing all over the road. And when it comes to what I recommend you buy, definitely get the Clubhouse, MC Businesses, the Coil Cyclone 2 if you can, the Omnis EGT, the Panola Kus, and the Western Power Surge. I would consider buying the Nagasaki Chimera, the Coil Raiden, as well as the Zombie Chopper if you just want a nice classic style cruising bike in this game. And then I would honestly avoid the iWagon. It looks great, but the performance is just less than great here. So that's everything for my discounts review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have a full money guide out tomorrow, as well as discussing the Coil Raiden in more detail, as well as other removed vehicles this week, because a lot of them have come back to GTA Online for this week and this week's weekly update. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. And with that being said, hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.